And we are underway from Santa Clara. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 13!
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 77 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number one. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The tackle by Eric Armstead. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now Wentz on third down. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go. 180!
Check 53. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. Throwing is Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, here's Breida. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. There's Garoppolo to throw.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Here we go.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Hey, we got Mike.
Hey, gun.
953. Get ready.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. On second down now, it's Scott, and he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. On third down, it's Scott, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll be fourth down. They'll run with Scott, and the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
This is Breida. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. They run with Breida. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the pass.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run it with Coleman. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Garoppolo on first down. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
Go, go. 280.
Mike 54. Guys, it's game situation.
Now Howard. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
54 Mike. Let's go. Kill.
Wentz the handoff to Ajayi, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Scott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Now it's Breida. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 18 yards, first down Niners.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's Breida.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Tight down. There you go.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Breida. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now a give to Breida. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On 2nd and 9, Wentz throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
82. Hey, echo.
Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Nick Bosa able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
You ain't going nowhere.
Now a give running left is Breida. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They run again with Breida. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the 3-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They run for it with Breida. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. On 3rd down, it's Scott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll have the 1st down as he's up to about the 18. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run with Howard. He's got a 1st down past the 30. He's at the 50. the 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard, 82 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7.
Makes the score Niners 20, Eagles 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Here we go.
I got it. Big ass.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Big hold to the 30. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
I got you.
Check the call. 50.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And no, it's incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
He's crossing. He's checking.
On the carry, this is Scott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They go again with Scott. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
The Eagles on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that, bro.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff left side to Breida. There he goes left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. They run it with Breida. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now this one complete downfield on the left side, and they're able to get this one across the 35. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. This one complete to Sproles. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is...
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Boston Scott, 60 yards. And the Eagles get a score closer. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will shave one more off this lead.
26, Eagles 14.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Going to give this time to the tailback. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Gold is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end the ball game. It's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
Paid, but you know I color bright.